Hello and welcome to yet again another one of ADemonicShadows trophy review and trophy review, this time of the game Watchdog. Which, before I even start, I want to let you know I unfortunately do not have everything in the game unlocked at the time of me playing this game, which was at release. I wasn't doing reviews, but I did want to go ahead and come back to us and just go ahead and review it. Why not? I like the game. I really had fun playing it. But that's what I wanted to do, so we're gonna go ahead and load this up and I will continue on with the review. First on gameplay, unfortunately Ubisoft did overhype this game. This game was overhyped big time to do with this hacking mechanic that's would change how the game is played, how the game is taken, what happens in events in the games and everything like that. Hacking is still pretty, once again, very fun to do. The things that you can do with hacking into cameras, going from camera to camera, spying on people, the little gadgets you get in the game that you can use to help complete your objective and everything like that. The gameplay I find extremely fun. Driving, it could be better, but it's not too bad. The only problem I have with driving is probably in motorcycles, because for some odd reason it's just weird for me. I don't know, it's just something about motorcycles that could have probably been better.
You make me crazy.
But once again, the gameplay really fun. You can lurk around, you can sneak, you can use hacking to make things work, have things explode, have car alarms go off, make these things explode, stuff like that. You can put up barriers. Use these to hinder your person you're chasing, the person you're after, hinder people who are following you, things like that. It really makes it interesting because of how unique the city is. There's some times where you have to, work around it and see what you can do.
I need him alive, Jordy.
Yeah, alive.
One thing goes against your better nature.
One thing I really do like about this game is that when you're doing some missions, doing some confrontations with enemies and the cops and everything like that, is that you can completely get away or completely complete your objective, or whatever you're trying to do, without even shooting a bullet, because of all the gadgets you have. Or not even that. Hold on. With all the gadgets you have, there's tons of stuff. There's tons of gadgets that help you do that. You have grenades, of course. You have LEDs. You can lure people. You can throw it and then you activate it, and people get curious and lured to it. You get a jamscom where you can jam communication. You can black out, just turn off all power. CTOS scan just shows all the enemies in your area and stuff like that. But that really does, give you so many tools to help you get past a certain part of the game. Sometimes what you think is the best route, which normally a lot of people kind of want to do, is just go in there, guns blazing and everything, but sometimes it's best to sneak around, or at least a combination of both. Sneak around until you sneak around, get to some of the tough guys, some of the guys grouped around, hilt, and then pull out your gun and start shooting everyone down. So what we're looking at right now is the leveling up system for the game. Is as you go through, as you do anything in the game, or at least missions, complete mini games, complete objectives and stuff like that, you get experience. As you level up, you get more points that you can use to increase your skills and abilities, which pretty much all of them are pretty useful. With hacking, you can get more money from ATM. Get, like, when people have good goodies, they have more than normal, something that of interest, they'll highlight. You can get even more money, more batteries, so you can use more hacking, more gadgets to help you fight enemies, fight cops, disable the reinforcements and everything like that. The L train, used to stop trains, I haven't found all that useful, but you'll use it once or twice. Transformers help clear out enemies. But that's the hacking side. The only other useless one would probably be the bridge one. Everything else is pretty useful. With combat, most of these are just increase your aim, you know, increase your abilities when your gun's out, increase the guns you can use, increase the what you can do with it, increase damage, increase your resistance. Nothing too special. Like crafting items, increase items you craft, driving, off-roading, do more damage. Now, not all that great. The only one, the best one here is the escape artist, which when you're running from the cops, you can park your car and go into stealth mode. And unless they pretty much go up to the car, you're fine. With the progression, because pretty much doing anything enough gets you something. You get something out of it. You get a car out of it. You get some type of gun. You get a costume. Some type of ability. Well, I don't think you get an ability. Number one, you at least get a trophy for doing everything. But most of these are, you know, guns and stuff like that that you can unlock. So they really do use this system to give you something. Regardless if you're doing whatever you're doing, you'll get something out of it if you do it enough. So it really helps, makes everything useful in the game. Like nothing in the game is useless. You're not doing anything for no reason. You'll eventually get something out of it. Moving on to the story of the game. The story of the game is pretty basic. It's not too complicated. It's not too simple. Well, actually, it is probably pretty too simple. The just story of Aiden just getting revenge over something that happened in the past. I'm trying to make this spoiler free, but the stories, you know, it's interest, not necessarily interest. It's interesting stuff that where you don't ignore it. You listen to the cutscenes. You listen to the interactions he has with the other characters you find in the game and become friends with to help you once again complete your objective, like Jody.
That's the question you may get on the streets of Chicago as
It definitely could have been better though, but I liked it.
Known as a digital trip. Only one of these mind-altering experiences is currently available.
Right.
But those in the know insist more will hit the streets very soon.
But yeah, Jaden's pretty much a robot. He has no emotion. Moving to online. Online, at any point in time, you can just stop and go to R1 from the world map, and I'll show you this online aspect. They broke it down like this. That doesn't necessarily mean that all the races are done in this area. All the online GTS challenges are done in this area. This is just what they did to display it. So in here you have online telling, which you're actually just stalking someone. The person you're stalking just has to kill you before you finish. You're not allowed to kill them, which makes it a little bit challenging. So it's really working on your stealth skills. Free roaming is just free roaming. Online description is there is an objective on the that's placed on the map. Team A and Team B are going against, Team A and Team B. They have to get to the objective and hold it. And as you hold it, it starts on. You start hacking it. What the other team has to do is kill whoever holds it and get it themselves, so they can start decrypting it. Another thing I like about this game mode is that, let's say Team A has it for pretty much the whole game. There's a bar that both teams can see. So let's say if you get it to 99%, then you drop it. You can pick it up, unlock it that 1%, get it to 100, and win the game, even though you didn't have it for the whole game. So I think that was pretty cool. Online hacking. Online hacking is what they showed from the demo. That's right. It's from the demo where you're actually trying to get information from someone. So you're trying to hack them, get some money from them or whatever, and then once you do so, you'll get an alert. They'll be alerted, and then they'll try to find you and kill you. But you're trying to run. I believe you can also kill them too. You get less points if you do so. Like the most points you'll get, of course, if you ninja your way in, get the hack them and ninja your way out. But one of the things that I like about this game mode is when you necessarily hack someone, your area of where you can be gets smaller. So when you first hack them, it'll show you like an area on the map where you can go, and if you go out of the area, you lose. but at the same time, if you stay in that area, you can go ahead and hide. One of the things I did was like hiding on top of a building, not even on top of a building, on top of like the subway tracks, or hiding underneath the ground makes it a lot harder for them to find you. Hiding behind cars. But of course, it makes it easier for the person you're hacking by making the area smaller and smaller and smaller, and then once they found you, you can either run away or I believe it can kill them. There's racing, of course. My favorite aspect of outside online hacking is racing, just because I love racing games. Oh, that it tells you how to play this. But my favorite racing game. It could have been better. No, I guess there's not as much tracks as I would like, but it gets the job done. One of the things I don't like about, the last one is the CTO mobile challenge. It's pretty much person 1 is playing the game, person 2 is on an iPad or a tablet, and person A is trying to get from one objective to another objective to another objective. Person on the tablet is using everything they can to go ahead and hinder you and stop you. It's pretty fun on both sides, either driving away or being on the tablet. It does get a little bit broken if you are on the tablet and pretty much have everything unlocked and you're playing against someone who's new or just low level, because they probably don't know the game as very well. But it's, once again, fun. The only problem I have is at the bottom you see priority points. Doing anything online levels it up. Unfortunately, it's not like off in story mode where you get to pick your upgrade. It's a standard set upgrade, and of course there's the max one, so there's not all that much there. As you can see, there's only 6 upgrades that you get. The music in this game, at least the music that's like the music that happens during dramatic events, like when you're being chased, when you're running away from the cops, during certain missions, during certain parts in the missions, the music that plays in the game, it's pretty cool. I like it. I add it to my personal collection of music. The music in the game for soundtracks through the radio. There is like 3 songs I even like in here. Unfortunately, only one of them I have. Well, at least only one of them's unlocked from the start of the game. So I was just doing that on the side. But that's pretty much the game. Pretty good. Definitely worth trying. Definitely worth renting. Definitely getting on sale. Definitely borrowing from a game. Of course, it's already out, so there's no way you're paying full release price for it. But definitely worth trying. Another thing I do like about the game, once again, because it's extremely fun, because I'm just going to label that on this game, extremely fun. Get some of those random interactions that happen with people. I keep getting up. But you have these digital trips. And the digital trips are once again the fun concept of the game. You have Madness, which you're pretty much just ramming and destroying stuff. You have Alone, which you're doing your sneaking skills and everything like that. Psychedelic, you jump from flower to flower. It's a really, really trippy game. And Spider Tank is, of course, the one everyone loves. Your freaking Spider Tank, you just destroy, shoot, and kill everyone. So this next part, that pretty much was a review of the game. This next part, I'm going to go ahead and be reviewing the trophies for the game. So if you actually don't care about that, you can go ahead and leave. But moving on to the trophies for this game, pretty straightforward from the trophy list. Of course, the platinum is what your objective is. Hello World, which is taking down Maurice, story related, can't be missed. Yes! End of the line, complete 40 fixture contracts. That's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. That's okay. Those are the ones, low driving ones. You just have to get a card. You do some type of objective, and you're done. Next, you have Baddest Base. Baddest Base, sorry. Complete every game hangout. They pop up on your map. Pretty straightforward. Not all that too hard. Complete every investigation. They call him the vigilante. Pretty much just complete every investigation. Sorry, I can't pronounce stuff. Stuttering. Not that hard. Complete every privacy invasion. Not that hard. The People Trophy, Road Rage. Complete every criminal convoy. Once again, not that hard. Pretty much doing everything and doing all of it gets you a trophy. Game's kind of cool. Enforcer, which in the game you can stop crime. You just have to take down 20 criminals. Not that hard. Perform 10 vehicle takedowns. You'll naturally get that through the game. Use non-lethal takedown to stop 10 civilians from calling a report to you, which is communication fail. When you do some type of crime or anything like that, the people around you will try to call the cops. You can actually just have to stop them without shooting them. Very simple, very straightforward. Tag 100 enemies. You can tag them when you're looking at them. You hit square and it tags them onto the it tags you for you, so you can see where they're at without actually looking at them and everything. You keep tracks of their placement around you. Not that hard. You'll naturally get that through just playing the game. Participate in 5 different city games. This is something you'll already get just trying to go for the platinum in the game. No, I'm gonna.
I need to report an emergency. Send help.
You're like, here's a person trying to report to the cops, but I'm a bad person. But Pyrocycle, which is different city games, which is drinking game, chess, shell game, poker, and slot machines. Very simple.
911, state your emergency, please. Listen, there's somebody shooting. You gotta get out of here.
Some of these are some of the ones you may have to act. You may get them naturally during playing the game, but you may not. It depends on what you're doing and if you even try to. But Magic Smoke, which is kill 4 enemies with a single instant of focus. Focus is pretty much just slow down bullet time, known in other games. And you just gotta kill 4 enemies. That's pretty much simple. You probably get that through just playing the game. Escape 50 police chase. Once again, that's something you'll probably eventually get to just playing the game. Escape a level 5 police chase. I want to say that's something you'll do just playing the game. I'm not entirely sure, but if not, it's once you get towards the end of the game, it's relatively easy to do because you have everything unlocked. You have all these guns and gadgets that help you. Pretty straightforward.
High-powered patrol units been dispatched after the suspect.
Is that shooting me with a sniper shotgun? The right rabbit objective. Once again, so during escape 15 police scans. Before the police actually start finding you like they did, there's a radius that they're building. You just gotta escape 15 of them once they start. Pretty straightforward. Scan proof escape a level 5 police scan. Right now I'm doing a level 4. Depending on how much action or how much stuff you're doing before police actually find you and start catching you. You can build that meter up and get it to level 5, and then you just gotta escape. Those are one of the trophies you'll probably have to strategically plan, or look up a video or click them. Just the best way to build out that meter and escape. Oh yeah, I can't turn sirens on. Hardware fire sale. Hardware first. Shoot out 15 tires of shoot out the tires on 50 different vehicles. I don't know if it means you can't shoot the tires off of 2 different vehicles. Really kind of look and read. I'm not entirely sure. I got that by standard. I want to say you actually have to shoot 15 different cars, which once again isn't that hard. I don't even think they need to be driving or having anyone in them. You can just go around and just shoot and that will work. Black hat trick, kill 3 enemies with a single LED. Not that hard. You can easily lure enemies to the LED and then set it off. They have another revoke client privileges, which is complete the final mission human trafficking investigation. You just do them all. The last one will be a final special mission, which will be complete the final mission of weapon trade investigations. Just do them all. The last one will be like a little mission. Complete all 8 burner phones, which is just a collectible. Complete the final mission of QRC code, which is pretty much a collectible. They have these little. Actually, let me see if I can find one. Oh yeah, nowhere near one. Never. But those little codes you have where you have to scan with your phone, either through like an item in real life, which is something you see in an item in real life, and you scan it. Those are pretty unique because you have to look at the code at a certain way at a certain distance. So they're kind of like little mini puzzles. Those are pretty cool. I'm going to get
your ride's ready. Gassed up.
Final mission, missing person, which is pretty much once again a collectibles. There's its own little side story with most of these, which is pretty cool. They're not just random stupid stuff that's there. Delocate, which is check in at every hotspot, which wrong button. Just every landmark in the game, you just gotta go ahead and just check in. What's pretty cool about it is that when you check in, people can leave gifts and then pretty much free money. Trying to find, but I guess wait, I'm doing okay. Here they are, like city hotspot. As you can see, there's multiples. I want to say there's about 100. 100 sounds about right. Disc space full, which is unlock every song in the song sneak app. Some of them you'll just unlock through just hacking regular people. Some of them you actually will get from being inside the store, bars, a gun store, something like that. Other ones you may have to necessarily find because some of them are only unlocked, or at least only played in certain areas. So 1 or 2 songs you may actually have to go take a little take an extra step to unlock them, but not that much of a pain. So over at Lubricant, Social Lubricant, which is complete level 10 against all drinking games. This is the hardest trophy in the game, at least at the time of the game being released, because you had to do. Let me actually find one. Because you actually had to do. You have to use the L1 not the left trigger, but L3 and R3 to maneuver on no, this is better just to describe you. It's better just to show you. But it was the hardest trophy in the game because of how hard it was to actually do it, because you are drunk, so it's not straightforward. But they did patch it. People did complain a lot, and they did patch it to help make it a lot easier. So I believe it's definitely a lot easier. I was able to do it at the time of the game being, before the patch. So I feel a little bit proud of myself, but it's extremely hard to do. But you just have to maneuver. This one I don't have to maneuver my stick. It's I think that one was the left stick. I think you can do the right stick too for that one, unless it physically say left stick and right stick. All the other trophies I believe are just online, like invade and successfully hack 10 enemies and online hacking. Hacking, sorry, and that gets you that trophy. Once again, you can easily do that. Piggyback, invade and successfully observe 10 people and online telling. Once again, very straightforward, very easy. Complete 10 public online races for superhighway. Once again, very easy, and most of these you can even, as soon as you're able to do the online, you can pretty much just do, and 30 minutes later you'll have the trophy, and then you never have to play them again. Complete every CTO breach. CTO breach is there are 6 things you need to complete they just, when you hack them, they unlock, they show you everything in the general area, like your hacking, what you can hack, the collectibles and everything like that in the area. So those are one of the things you want to do first when you get into a new area, so that way it's a lot easier to complete everything else.
They're all watching.
Stealth cookie, which is complete online telling without being detective. If you'll more than likely get this naturally,
Don't think they don't see it.
just doing the online telling, because it's, you know, it's relatively simple, and some people are just don't know what they're doing. Freeware, which is unlock every skill in the skill tree. Once again, there are 52 skills. You'll get them, I believe, if you pretty much just do everything, you'll unlock them and have everything unlocked before you even beating the game. I actually got mine mixed up.
Somebody make sure he
System
gets a
Maker for
cab.
completing every system breach is just a
gonna
collectible.
crash.
It's clear signals, which is unlike every CTO towers. Those are the ones that unlock the collectibles and everything like that. Everything else is just story missions. You know, Family Man, Who's Raymond, One Down, Vigilance, Log Off, Log Off are all complete acts. There's 5 acts, so when you complete them, you get the trophy. And then Trace, which is a last secret trophy, which is get tailed 5 times. Unfortunately, someone has to invade you, and they initially just have to start. You don't have to complete it. You don't have to kill them. You don't have to win. You don't have to. You can just, as soon as they find you, just die. But the only problem is that it's hard to get people to hack you. There is a little trick that you can do to help assist you with that, just to make it easier and faster for people to hack you. But other than that, that's pretty much just trophy review for the game. Golden pistol here. Kill people. I'm a bad person. And they have bad aim. But that pretty much was a review for the game piece right there. Once again, definitely worth trying. Platinum side, because the drinking trophy was nerfed and made easier, I honestly don't know how to rate the difficulty of this, because at the time I would say it was probably like a 7, maybe an 8 because of that trophy, but it's probably, you know, 7 or 6 once because they patched that. But other than that, that was my review. I do want to thank you for, you know, watching. If this helped you in any way, you know, you can show your support by, you know, like, commenting, a thumbs up, commenting, subbing, and everything. You can also follow my Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and all that stuff. The links are in the description below. I do want to thank you, and you guys, I'm about to die, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Night. Till next time.